time I was dining out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a beast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He was brought down by Ben Burkerben. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. For Nick Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A pickup of 5 yards. First down, Cleveland. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as he said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
go with Chubb on second down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Mayfield to throw it. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. There he goes, right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. It was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Marquise Blair.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check, 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 check.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Browns 0.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Touch 50, touch 50. I'll go special. I'll go special.
Here's Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here we go. Four down.
Here's Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by Carl.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On first down, it's Carson. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
They run it with Carson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The 2-yard line.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And finding being the tight end Hooper. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Room here to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout
at the 6
as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
The kick is good.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Seahawks 21. Browns nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
To kick off for Cleveland.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's take over 1st and 10. At their own 21.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 78 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The Browns ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Pistol. Shoot. Hurry. Go now.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Hey, alert. Let's see what you got. Hey, switch gears. Check 4.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Let's get that ball. Back. Run. Show it in. Hatch it. Alert.
And again, it's Chubb. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down at the 17-yard
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete to
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They run, Chubb, and they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a 1-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop him? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf 62 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for circle right on twice for the
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, alert 33. Watch out.
Here's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Everyone go forward. Go down. Kill.
After the interception, here's Wilson being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
15. Check back 15. 14. I'm coming. Bang. Go. Check 24. Check 24.
On 1st down, Wilson forced out to his left. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
First down, Browns.
Check my 33. Check my 33. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At the
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check 25. Check. Crunch. 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 Hey, check 24. Check 24.
From midfield now, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. The Browns drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Cleveland.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Coming to you. Like 56.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Kareem Hunt. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield with it once more. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
For Jarvis Landry, incomplete. It's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Today's final score, Seahawks 43.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, this. Ay, since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Ay, talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Ay, trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Hit that. Sorry, like you know. Yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. 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 Then I hit.
Go.